touch on Galindez, which means it will be for the USA. Right at the equator of the pitch. Here's Liam's dribbling going down. There is an infraction. And it will be a free kick here for the US. Liam, who came in the second half against England. Made a very good performance on the far left side. Now seems to be more towards the right, but started off on the left when coming in against England. Actually had a very good and interesting performance as well. He was actually the one who created the equalizer. Had a couple of other interactions as well. Definitely made the US better in the second half. Maybe that's the reason why today he's not coming from the bench, but he's coming directly from the starting 11. Here's Munoz. Good recovery by Arn, who has to go all the way back. Here's Jason Nemo Jr. Torres. Here's Lisandro finding Eric Ruiz. Mexico handling the ball pretty well. Even though they did have a slow start against Argentina. Argentina, at times in the first half, looking like they were just going to completely ran Mexico over. But the Mexican side coming back in the second half with interesting performances from Martinez, from Gomez. And Argentina clearly bringing down their level. But some interesting names. This one as well, Eric Ruiz, Galindez, some players that in the second half really came out with a different attitude. Mexico had two complete games, one in the first half, one in the second. The second obviously being their best, as being down 2-0 against Argentina, coming back 3-2 in the last couple of minutes of the match. A very interesting performance from the Mexican side, who now gets a chance to play the US. And here's a very good recovery, wonderful movement by Galindez. Obviously has a right, doesn't have a left, so has to get angle for that. Had a couple of different options, but decided to do it individually. The chance for the US. It's a very interesting run by Feliciano. A couple of runs being made, one by Stribling. They decide to play with Danjaji.
En el mundo del deporte hay figuras que trascienden cualquier época o disciplina. The Iconic rinde homenaje a esos nombres imprescindibles cada lunes a las 7:30 p.m. hora del centro de México por PX Sports. Este programa profundiza en las historias que construyeron su grandeza, los momentos decisivos, los triunfos que marcaron generaciones y los desafíos que moldearon su carácter dentro y fuera de la competencia.
La emoción del rally en el continente africano se acerca a las pantallas de PX Sports. La temporada 2026 nos trae lo mejor de las carreras de resistencia extremas con los mejores pilotos de la categoría. Vive a lo largo de 2 etapas el recorrido del continente africano en motocicletas, automóviles y camiones. El Africa Eco Race 2026, solo por PX Sports. ¿Quieres vivir más adrenalina y el contenido exclusivo de tus deportes favoritos? Síguenos en TikTok y no te pierdas ni un detalle de todo lo que te trae PX Sports. Siempre nos encontramos en el eterno debate sobre quién es el mejor deportista de todos los tiempos. The Greatest of All Time nos presenta a los mejores atletas que le dieron la vuelta al mundo con su talento y sus logros. Estrellas icónicas e influyentes. Campeones mundiales a través de todos los deportes. Una serie que tienes que ver. Todos los lunes a las 8:30 p.m. Hora Centro de México. Solo por PX Sports.
¿Buscas las novedades y las últimas noticias de tus deportes favoritos? Entonces PX News es para ti. Un espacio donde encontrarás entrevistas, cápsulas e información al momento del mundo de los deportes de acción. Acompáñanos todos los martes en vivo a la 1 p.m. hora Centro de México. Solo por PX Sports. Locals, la nueva serie de tus deportes de acción favoritos. Disfruta cada jueves a las 5 p.m. hora Centro de México de una nueva entrega. Un atleta, una ciudad y un recorrido por el lugar que lo vio nacer y convertirse en estrella. Solo por PX Sports.
The Sports Rundown, una nueva y dinámica serie que destaca una amplia gama de deportes de equipo, deportes de combate y mucha acción. Prepárate para explorar trayectorias, luchas y momentos de triunfo de atletas por todo el mundo. Sigue el camino para convertirse en un campeón. Todos los lunes a las 11 a.m. Solo por PX Sports.
Una ola puede cambiarlo todo. Más de 350 atletas, 17 países, una sola misión, la medalla de oro que te lleva directo a Lima 2027 y además 72 cupos a los Juegos Centroamericanos y del Caribe. No te lo pierdas, en vivo desde Venao, del 24 de abril al 3 de mayo. Te invita Panamá y Pan Deportes.
La E1 Series regresa este 25 de abril a las pantallas de PX Sports. El Aoki Racing Team inauguró la temporada con una nueva victoria en suelo saudí. Ahora nos trasladamos al lago Como, en tierras italianas, para la segunda fecha del campeonato. Y lo podrás vivir aquí, solo por PX Sports. Si lo tuyo son los deportes al aire libre, The Challenge es para ti. Descubre semana a semana las historias más emocionantes del ciclismo, escalada, triatlón y surfing. Sintonízalo todos los lunes a las 8 p.m. hora Centro de México. Solo por PX Sports.
Este 2026, el fútbol llega a las pantallas de PX Sports. en vivo y en exclusiva toda la temporada de la Liga de Gibraltar. Los mejores equipos de la península ibérica compiten cada semana por escribir su nombre en la historia. Sé parte de la emoción, la intensidad y la belleza del balompié europeo, solo por PX Sports.
El fútbol internacional está de vuelta en PX Sports. La Vertex Cup quiere establecer un nuevo referente en el desarrollo juvenil, reuniendo a las mejores selecciones juveniles. México, Estados Unidos, Argentina e Inglaterra se enfrentan en una nueva edición que sacará chispas. Disfruta esta competencia del 16 al 22 de abril, solo por PX Sports. Prepárate para vivir el apasionante mundo del surfing en una nueva temporada de Conexión Surfing. Las novedades de los mejores surfistas latinoamericanos en la pantalla de PX Sports. Acompaña a Víctor Gallego todos los lunes a las 6 de la tarde, hora centro de México.
First corner kick of the match for the U.S. Coming right up. See what happens on this one, the chance. It's a very good executed corner, ball towards a far post, but Jose Corona grabs onto it and tries to create a possible counterattack. Gonzalez looking to put a long ball. Doesn't quite work out. Another long ball, looking for Danjaji, who breaks it down pretty well, uses his body, shields it, but then loses it afterwards. Another chance for Mexico to create something here with Lisandro Torres on the middle, crosses the equator. It has various chances to pass. One of them is Ruiz, now Galíndez. Galíndez with a shot right towards the middle. Another one from the Mexican side. This one very easy for the keeper, who barely had to make any efforts. Here's Liam. A lot of speed for number 7. Finds Diop. Feliciano. Liam switching sides now back into the left, just like we saw him against England. Once again, Liam into the area. Feliciano has the range. Feliciano. Feliciano! Oh, wonderful response by Corona. No foul here at all. It's a ref. The ball will be turned over to the Mexican side. First time Corona was truly called upon. Responded pretty well. Jaden pass, taps it away. See what happens on this one. The chance for Feliciano trying to get through, finding Liam, who has room to work with. A little too much on that pass. Munoz. Then Morales, now back towards Arndt. Here's Patrick. The center back carrying the ball through. Diop tries to find it as well. It's intercepted by Torres as the U.S. goes back and retries, rebuilds, recreates. Long ball from the back area. Doesn't seem to have much sense on it. Here's Guillen. Dangerous ball. Here's Patrick Arndt. Morales. Almost 18 minutes of game time so far, no goals, but clearly we had a couple of good chances for both sides, Mexico and the U.S. I think the most clear one on the foot of Jamil Danjaji, who had an open goal. Didn't calculate correctly on the finish. Munoz once again with the steal. Feliciano. The chance for number 23 to cross this one in. It's an interesting cross that takes a deflection along the way. It will be a corner kick number 2 for the U.S. Let's see what happens on this one. The chance for the U.S. Corner kick towards the near post. Definitely not a good execution there. Now Mexico will try to create something out of this. It's a very long ball. Looking for Gomez, who was on the 3-against-1. Almost impossible to win it there. Now the U.S. will carry this one for a second try. All poked away and recovered by Munoz. Here's Patrick Arndt. And now Liam. Now on the right. Liam gets away, uses the speed very wisely, but the ball is tapped away by Eric Ruiz. Corner kick number 3 for the U.S. Another 20 minutes of game time here for Lauderdale. So far, no goals between the two sides. It's a very crowded area and a couple of different warnings there from the referee. The U.S. tries to make something out of this one. The shot on target, but easily captured once again by Jose Corona. I don't think that went in exactly how the U.S. intended, but came out to be pretty close. Good pressure here from the U.S. Forces a mistake. Referee calls a foul here against if I'm not mistaken, Danjaji. Well, the chance for 2 executioners. Eddie Niles and Jaden Paz. It's more for a lefty, so I would trust that it will be Jaden, but we'll see what happens on this one. The hand from Eddie Niles, and it will be himself. Ball towards the far post. It's a good chance for the U.S. as it is cleared away by Guillen. Very solid in the back area, as always. Martinez Jr. will try to recover this one. Does it pretty well. Loses possession afterwards. Live from the Beyond Banker Field. So far, no goals between the U.S. and Mexico as we continue our coverage of the Vertex Cup here live from Fort Lauderdale and Miami. It's a very long ball. Good header in the back area by Reyes. Here's Ruiz. Guillen. Here's Aguilar. Mexico carrying the ball very well here. Once again, Ruiz. Gonzalez towards Torres. And now more towards the middle with Dylan Reyes. Another very long ball. Looking for Galindez. Martinez Jr. into the area. Very good tackle by Abdoulaye Diop. See what happens on this one. It's a good try as the ball makes its way into the area, cleared away by Patrick Arndt. There is a rebound after the shot got taken. Now this ball that gets thrown into the area, easily captured by the keeper. Long ball here for Danjaji. Great control by the keeper, because it wasn't an easy one to stop there. Christian Guichen. Now Jose Corona. Here's the captain, Lisandro Torres. It's a good 1-2. With Jaden Gonzalez, another long ball looking for Gomez, gets stopped, and the U.S. recovers. Munoz towards Arndt. Here's Morales. The U.S. complicating themselves in the back, and the chance for Mexico. Careful with this ball. Martinez Jr. into the area. Keeper comes out, but the ball is still alive. Galindez! And another ball clear right at the goal line for the U.S. That's 2 under 25 minutes. 2 balls that get cleared right before going towards the back of the net. The game's still scoreless here for Lauderdale. Have a quick hydration break, a quick cooling break. Both coaches taking the time to give a couple of different instructions there. The action will continue. So far, no goals, but an important involvement of both keepers to prevent that from happening. Here's the U.S. Long ball looking for Stribling as the ball. Definitely not the right one there. A lot of power and a bit off. Clear foul there. There's the captain. Mexico will play it on the ground. They will play it quick. They don't want to waste any time. Aguilar looking for Galindez. Here's Martinez Jr. Looks like a foul there against number 10. Referee allows the action to continue, and the good tackle by Diop. Once again, very active. Will allow Mexico to take corner kick number 3 here in the match. Paul Simpson active at the sideline as well, the U.S. coach. Good try here by Galindez to keep it inbound, but ball gets turned over towards the U.S. Good movement by Munoz. Anjaji. Another foul. Here's Morales. So far, no goals from the Beyond Bank Car Field here in Fort Lauderdale as we continue our coverage of the Vertex Cup. Here's Anjaji. Aguilar closing this one out. Reyes finding Corona. Mexico moving it. Once again, Reyes. Here's Dylan Reyes. From Gabriel to Dylan. Martinez Jr. A lot of room to work with. Ruiz making a run. On the bottom of your screen, chance as the ball makes its way into the area. And Munoz, who won it, no trouble, just clears it away. Careful with this one. It's an interesting ball making its way in the area. And Landon Molvena, who misses the ball here. See what happens. A chance for Mexico. It's a wonderful ball in the area. No one able to connect. Once again, another try, another cross. This one's going to end up in the head of Munoz, who clears it away momentarily. Stribling doing the same. The infraction against Reyes. Very, very long ball here. No destination at all. Good steal. Now Mexico on it. Careful with the shot from long range. And what a save. What a save from Jason Nemo Jr. Felix Gomez, just like he scored against Argentina, tried to surprise the keeper as well. And what a hand from Jason Nemo, preventing what could have been the 1-0. Corner kick number 4 for El Tri. Under 36 minutes. We try to make that one an Olympic one. Didn't quite work out. Good recovery here. But the referee says the ball was already out, which means it will belong to the U.S. here. Molina here recycling, finding Jason Nemo Jr. Crucial save from the keeper. Both keepers heavily active. As Jose Corona also had a couple of saves to keep his goal at 0. Here's Danjaji, who had a very good chance to score. Gets away here. It's a good run by number 9, trying to find someone down the middle, not able to. Now Jaden Ruiz looking for some space as the ball gets cleared away. See what happens on this one. Now the chance with corner kick number 5 for the U.S. Ball making his way in. Rejected, but still alive. The chance to shoot this one, but it goes over the crossbar and far from target. Looked like a foul there. Referee says play on. Again, Guillen, very solid as always. Gonzalez carrying this one and finding Ruiz back towards Gonzalez. Gets taken down by Morales with no foul at all, says the ref. Oh, intercepted by Gael Aguilar. Here's Dylan Reyes finding Gabriel Reyes. Once again, Dylan Reyes loses possession here, and now Danjaji in the area. Danjaji with the range of the shot. Gets blocked once again by Dylan Reyes. Back end of Mexico here looking a little tired, looking a little exhausted. Jaden Paez will cross the entire field to take this corner kick. The left back in charge of the set piece under 41 minutes here in Fort Lauderdale. Long cross in the area, the header, and it's got Jose Corona right under his legs. After the header by Patrick Arndt. Once again, another intervention from a keeper, this time by the Mexican one. Long ball. Felix Gomez wins it, but then carries it over with him towards the out of bounds. Martinez Jr. Galindez. Back towards Martinez Jr. It's a good combination between the two. And the chance for Mexico as the ball gets played into the middle. Diop clears this one away. See what happens on this one. Ball once again cleared away, this time by Danjaji, always helping out on the defensive side as well. Junior getting through. Here's Martinez. Martinez between the marking of two, and that's a penalty. As referee points towards the corner kick spot. Martinez asking for an infraction, asking for a penalty. Ref wasn't convinced. Here's the replay. Got to give the benefit of the doubt to the referee on that one. Another great ball making his way in. The header not clear towards the goal. Careful with this one. US almost gifting this one out. Under 50 seconds to finish regular time here in the first half. Melvena clearing this one away. Dijen doing the same thing. Dijen in possession. Reyes. 3 minutes of added time, so on to minute 48 in this first half will go.
A minimum of 3 minutes of additional time in the first half.
Munoz clearing this one out. Here's Diop. A little bit short from Melvena. Keeper still manages to clear it away. Mexico in possession. Gonzalez looking to get through. Cleared away. The shot and the save once again by Nemo Jr. Every single time he's been called upon, he has responded. It was an interesting shot from Reyes as well. Looked like it had good direction, good power. 1 minute of stoppage time already cashed in. Reyes. A very long ball. Gomez brings it down, finds help. Here's Ruiz. Gonzalez. Mexico looking to get one right before halftime. Torres, the captain, between one, between two, the shot! For Mexico, ladies and gentlemen, the captain, right before halftime, as the fans get out of their chairs, they celebrate along their team, and they see right before halftime a golazo on the foot of their captain, on the foot of Lisandro Torres, right before halftime, making it 1-0. What an individual play from number 7, clearing not one, not two, but 3 players, and leaving Jason Neiman Jr. completely hopeless after that shot from the captain. So far, one of the best goals from this Vertex Cup on the foot of the captain of Mexico. And El Tri will most likely head into the locker room with a 1-goal lead.
Mexico goal scored by number 7, Lisandro Torres. Added time of our first half.
The 3 minutes have been cashed in. And now let's see how the U.S. reacts to this one. The other day, Mexico managed to get one right before halftime against Argentina, which gave them the momentum to later on come back and win the match 3-2 after being 2-0 down. Wonderful combination. Here's Martinez. Aguilar picking up his head. It's a wonderful cross into the area, and it is cleared away by Landon Mulvena. Referee added 1 more minute, so we will play until minute 49 in this first half. So most likely this will be the last one, if the referee allows it. A chance for Mexico, looking for a 2-goal lead. But the ball lands right on the hands of Jason Nima Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, the halftime whistle by the referee, C.J. Goodyear. And the ending of the first 45 minutes here in Fort Lauderdale indicate that Mexico lead the U.S. 1-0 after an extraordinary goal by Lisandro Torres, on the 47th minute. As Mexico heads into the locker room with a 1-goal lead, we will take a quick break here in Fort Lauderdale, and we'll be right back with more action of the Vertex Cup.
Prepárate para vivir el apasionante mundo del surfing en una nueva temporada de Conexión Surfing. Las novedades de los mejores surfistas latinoamericanos en la pantalla de PX Sports. Acompaña a Víctor Gallego todos los lunes a las 6 de la tarde, hora centro de México. Tu dosis de adrenalina sobre las olas la encuentras solo en PX Sports. ¿Quieres vivir más adrenalina y el contenido exclusivo de tus deportes favoritos? Síguenos en YouTube y no te pierdas ni un detalle de todo lo que te trae PX Sports.
Los domingos se encienden con 400 Thunder. A las 7 p.m. hora del centro de México por PX Sports. Un programa lleno de adrenalina que presenta la emoción pura de las carreras de arrancones con velocidad, potencia y competencias que mantienen al público al borde del asiento. Cada semana vive la intensidad del drag racing en su máximo nivel.
Es momento de viajar al corazón de la aventura off-road con Abriendo Pista, que sigue de cerca los rally ride más exigentes y espectaculares del mundo. Vive la adrenalina, la velocidad y los terrenos más extremos junto a los pilotos que se atreven a conquistar lo imposible. Sintoniza la travesía todos los martes a partir de las 6 p.m. hora México. Abriendo Pista solo por PX Sports.
La cultura del surf llega con más fuerza con la nueva temporada de Surfing República. Déjate llevar por el ritmo de las olas todos los jueves a las 8:30 p.m. hora centro de México. Noticias, eventos, entrevistas y el mejor contenido del surfing lo encuentras solo aquí en PX Sports.
Pero realmente nadie ve el lado psicológico, ¿no?
Ya cuando estés arriba desempeñando tu trabajo, ahí sí échale ganas.
Súper cansada, súper adolorida.
Que te sentiste menos baja autoestima, algo que te afecte emocionalmente, el sexo sí o sí se ve afectado.
Sí hay rivalidad, la verdad sí hay rivalidad.
Decía, yo quiero llegar ahí. A mí me metieron a aprender boxeo para defenderme.
Este espacio a donde el sudor del entrenamiento se encuentra en la gloria del combate.
Es momento de que entremos ya a una parte como más relajada. Historias, entrevistas. Pueden dejar en las redes sociales cualquier noticia, cualquier curiosidad. Les traeremos todos los detalles, así que no se lo pueden perder.
En realidad es un programa para adultos, ¿no? Aquí se dicen muchas groserías. You got a tattoo. Can you get naked?
No need, it's right here. Pervert. Ya me va si me da alergia.
Creo que allí diría, madre mía, me voy para la fila de atrás, estoy mayor.
Pero se te han subido al escenario, así que te da miedo, así que mierda te cae.
No miedo, pero es como, ¿qué haces, tío?
Mi papá es madrileño.
Tu papá es madrileño.
Sí, no es el mejor día para el español.
Username de León Larregui con la palomita.
Te llegó el...
Lameculo.
Lameculo está increíble, gran frase.
Lameculo.
Se me llama una rola, de hecho.
Vive la adrenalina, la velocidad y los terrenos más extremos junto a los pilotos que se atreven a conquistar lo imposible. Sintoniza La Travesía todos los martes a partir de las 6 p.m. hora México. Abriendo pista solo por PX Sports.
¿Quieres vivir más adrenalina y el contenido exclusivo de tus deportes favoritos? Síguenos en Facebook y no te pierdas ni un detalle de todo lo que te trae PX Sports.
PX Sports y Canal 28 presentan PX News Nuevo León. Sigue lo mejor de los deportes extremos. No te lo pierdas todos los jueves a la 1 de la tarde. PX News Nuevo León por PX Sports.
Este 25 de abril, la FMS Internacional se vivirá en PX Sports. Los mejores exponentes de las batallas de rap se enfrentarán en suelo mexicano para coronar a un nuevo campeón. Leyendas, jóvenes promesas y talento en ascenso listos para sacar sus mejores rimas. Recuerda que la FMS está solo aquí en PX Sports.
All Blacks Collection llega a PX Sports con estrenos todos los martes a las 6:30 p.m. hora Centro de México. Un programa dedicado a repasar los momentos más emblemáticos. Disfruta cada semana contenido exclusivo que celebra la grandeza de los All Blacks y su impacto en el deporte mundial.
Si lo tuyo son los deportes al aire libre, The Challenge es para ti. Descubre semana a semana las historias más emocionantes del ciclismo, escalada, triatlón y surfing. Sintonízalo todos los lunes a las 8 p.m. hora Centro de México. Solo por PX Sports. Siempre nos encontramos en el eterno debate sobre quién es el mejor deportista de todos los tiempos. The Greatest of All Time nos presenta a los mejores atletas que le dieron la vuelta al mundo con su talento y sus logros. Estrellas icónicas e influyentes, campeones mundiales a través de todos los deportes. Una serie que tienes que ver todos los lunes a las 8:30 p.m. hora Centro de México. Solo por PX Sports. El fútbol internacional está de vuelta en PX Sports. La Vertex Cup quiere establecer un nuevo referente en el desarrollo juvenil, reuniendo a las mejores selecciones juveniles. México, Estados Unidos, Argentina e Inglaterra se enfrentan en una nueva edición que sacará chispas. Disfruta esta competencia del 16 al 22 de abril, solo por PX Sports. La E1 Series regresa este 25 de abril a las pantallas de PX Sports. El Aoki Racing Team inauguró la temporada con una nueva victoria en suelo saudí. Ahora nos trasladamos al lago Como, en tierras italianas, para la segunda fecha del campeonato. Y lo podrás vivir aquí, solo por PX Sports. La emoción del rally en el continente africano se acerca a las pantallas de PX Sports. La temporada 2026 nos trae lo mejor de las carreras de resistencia extremas con los mejores pilotos de la categoría. El Africa Eco Race 2026, solo por PX Sports.
Prepárate para la acción más extrema. Sintoniza y vive la experiencia solo en PX News El Salvador. Vive la acción más extrema en PX News con María José Ulloa y Andrea Santamaría. Todos los miércoles a las 7 de la noche, hora México, a través de PX Sports.
La cultura del surf llega con más fuerza con la nueva temporada de Surfing República. Déjate llevar por el ritmo de las olas todos los jueves a las 8:30 p.m. hora Centro de México. Noticias, eventos, entrevistas y el mejor contenido del surfing lo encuentras solo aquí en PX Sports. Siempre nos encontramos en el eterno debate sobre quién es el mejor deportista de todos los tiempos. The Greatest of All Time nos presenta a los mejores atletas que le dieron la vuelta al mundo con su talento y sus logros. Todos los lunes a las 8:30 p.m. hora Centro de México. Solo por PX Sports.
Los domingos se encienden con 400 Thunder a las 7 p.m. hora del Centro de México por PX Sports, un programa lleno de adrenalina que presenta la emoción pura de las carreras de arrancones, con velocidad, potencia y competencias que mantienen al público al borde del asiento. Cada semana vive la intensidad del drag racing en su máximo nivel. En el mundo del deporte hay figuras que trascienden cualquier época o disciplina. The Iconic rinde homenaje a esos nombres imprescindibles cada lunes a las 7:30 p.m. hora del Centro de México por PX Sports. All Blacks Collection llega a PX Sports con estrenos todos los martes a las 6:30 p.m. hora Centro de México. Un programa dedicado a repasar los momentos más emblemáticos, la historia, la cultura y las jugadas inolvidables del legendario equipo neozelandés de rugby. Disfruta cada semana contenido exclusivo que celebra la grandeza de los All Blacks y su impacto en el deporte mundial.
Una ola puede cambiarlo todo. Más de 350 atletas, 17 países, una sola misión, la medalla de oro, que te lleva directo a Lima 2027 y además 72 cupos a los Juegos Centroamericanos y del Caribe. No te lo pierdas, en vivo desde Venao, del 24 de abril al 3 de mayo. Te invita Panamá y Pan Deportes.
Fight Live te espera todos los viernes a las 8 p.m. hora del Centro de México por PX Sports. Un programa que revive las peleas más intensas, los momentos decisivos y las historias detrás de los grandes combates. Cada episodio te lleva al corazón de la acción con lo mejor del mundo del combate.
¿Quieres vivir más adrenalina y el contenido exclusivo de tus deportes favoritos? Síguenos en Instagram y no te pierdas ni un detalle de todo lo que te trae PX Sports.
La acción del fin de semana encuentra su mejor escenario en Total Combat. Transmitido los sábados a las 7:30 p.m. hora del Centro de México por PX Sports. Aquí se reúnen enfrentamientos decisivos, análisis de impacto y secuencias que muestran la fuerza y técnica de los mejores exponentes del combate. espacio creado para quienes buscan emoción continua y una mirada más profunda al mundo de las peleas. Historias poderosas, determinación y talento se reúnen en Heroine. Todos los miércoles a las 6:30 p.m. hora del Centro de México por PX Sports. Un programa que destaca a mujeres que han marcado el mundo del deporte extremo y de alto rendimiento, mostrando su trayectoria, retos y logros más inspiradores. Cada episodio celebra su fuerza dentro y fuera de la acción. Detrás de cada gran atleta hay una historia que merece ser contada. Sports Stars Uncovered te lleva a descubrirlas todos los jueves a las 8 p.m. hora del Centro de México por PX Sports. Este programa revela el lado más humano y auténtico de las estrellas del deporte. Sus orígenes, desafíos, motivaciones y los momentos que marcaron su trayectoria. Una mirada profunda que conecta al público con la esencia de sus protagonistas.
Este 25 de abril, la FMS Internacional se vivirá en PX Sports. Los mejores exponentes de las batallas de rap se enfrentarán en suelo mexicano para coronar a un nuevo campeón. Leyendas, jóvenes promesas y talento en ascenso, listos para sacar sus mejores rimas. Recuerda que la FMS está solo aquí en PX Sports.
En el mundo del deporte hay figuras que trascienden cualquier época o disciplina. The Iconic rinde homenaje a esos nombres imprescindibles cada lunes a las 7:30 p.m. hora del Centro de México por PX Sports. Este programa profundiza en las historias que construyeron su grandeza, los momentos decisivos, los triunfos que marcaron generaciones y los desafíos que moldearon su carácter dentro y fuera.
Ladies and gents, the second half underway here at the Beyond Banker Field in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, as we continue our coverage of the Vertex Cup here in South Florida. So far, Mexico leading the U.S. 1-0 with a very, very good execution. Wonderful goal by the captain, Lisandro Torres. Patrick Arn no longer on the pitch, replaced by number 4, by Miles Albersberg. Martinez Jr. looking for this one. It's Landon Mulvena getting in the way of it. Morales. Now the ball cleared away by Gael Aguilar. See what happens on this one. Now is the U.S. looking to create something here. It's a good ball into the area. The chance for Diop, who takes a shot, but it is rejected. Here's Martinez Jr. Mexico looking for a 2-goal lead. A shot from long range. Not too bad. Feliciano with a quick touch. Finding Diaz, and now the chance here for Danjaji, who tries to cut inside of the area by once again the Mexican wall, Christian Guillen, who has been impeccable, not only this afternoon, but against Argentina as well. Today almost getting himself a goal. I got clear right at the goal line. Careful with this one. Here's one of the men that was included in the second half, Miles Albersberg. Chance for a pass. Jaden keeping it inbound. The marking by Galindez. Jaden continues, but the delivery not quite there. Reyes with the delivery, but again, not quite there, and it gets recovered by Morales, putting it through ball. The chance for Feliciano. Wonderful ball into the area, but very easy for the keeper to capture. Mexico so far keeping possession. They're not in a hurry. Aguilar. Martinez Jr. And now Galindez with a very long pass. It ends up being an interesting one. Here's Gomez. Gomez doesn't have a left, so has to go back, has to find help. Here's Ruiz. Back towards Gomez. And now the captain. Looking to pull another rabbit out of the hat. Looking to pull another magic. Another moment of magic. Galindez. Wonderful movement by number 17. Careful with the overlapping run. Here's Reyes. Mexico on the attack. Lisandro once again. Lisandro between two. Poking it away. The chance for Mexico. Here's Aguilar looking to get himself in the area. Finds the deflection after crossing it in. Mexico will have its first corner kick of the second half. Ball making his way in on the hands of Nemo Jr. Excellent job by Eric Ruiz, who was left behind on the corner kick as one of the men in charge to take care of the defense for a while the two center backs go up for the header. They did pretty well. Close the entire play down there. Pass looking for Malvena. Here's Nemo Jr. and now Albersberg. The U.S. coming out of the back, crossing the equator of the pitch as we approach the 52nd minute of the match. So far, the Mexican team leading 1-0. A tremendous goal by Lisandro Torres. Not a good touch by Liam's dribbling there. Yasser Corona, very pensive. The U.S. looking to get something here. And Jaji looking to get through, but it looks like there was an offsides. Paul Simpson also having his thoughts there on the bench. The U.S. coach. And now it's Mexico looking to attack on the right. A little too much power on that ball. Clear infraction here against Galindez. So we're going to have two substitutions coming right up for Mexico. It's going to be Jaden Gonzalez leaving the pitch. Lucas Silva will replace him. One of the authors of the goals against Argentina. Not a good ball there from the captain, a little too short. Now the captain himself manages to recycle that ball. Here's Reyes. Long ball from Torres. A little too long there from Galindez.
Substitutions for Mexico. Leaving the match, number 14, Jaden Gonzalez. Entering the match, number 8, Lucas Silva. Also leaving the match, number 21, Eric Ruiz. Entering the match, number 15, Emilio Castro.
So also Eric Ruiz leaving the pitch, replaced by Emilio Jasso. So two substitutions for Mexico again. Jaden Gonzalez replaced by Lucas Silva. And Eric Ruiz replaced by Emilio Jasso. The two substitutions for Yasser Corona. Here's Nemo Jr. Molvena finding pass. The pressure by Galindez, but will be turned over to the U.S. Morales feeding it through. It's an interesting ball here, looking for Danjaji. Stepping into the area, will try to cut once again. Not a good distribution from number 9. Here's pass. Interesting cross in the area, captured by the keeper. No problem at all. Here's Martinez Jr. looking for a long ball that gets cleared away by Alversberg. From the Beyond Banker field here in Fort Lauderdale so far, Lisandro Torres has the Mexican team leading 1-0 against the U.S. in this Vertex Cup 2026 live from Fort Lauderdale and Miami. It's a wonderful chance here for Mexico. Careful with the overlapping run. Here's Felix Gomez. Liam Stribling helping out, clearing this ball out. It's a long-range shot there from Lisandro Torres. Another substitution for the U.S. side. It was actually going to be 2 substitutions. So number 10 and number 11 will go in, actually 3. So Diop, Feliciano, and Stribling all out. Robert Turdine, who was captain against England on Wednesday, making his way in, as well as Ikina Shiribi, also playing against England last Wednesday, and Lendl Lucero, the 3 substitutions for the United States. Careful with this long ball. Property of Jose Corona. Here's Galíndez. Stolen from Ikena. And now there's the beautiful ball on the space. A chance for the substitute. Ball towards the far post. And Danjaji not able to get there. It was a wonderful build-up by Lulando Lucero, who put the ball towards the far post, but Danjaji just simply couldn't get there.
Substitution for the United States. Leading the match, number 8, actualidad. Entering the match,
A couple of substitutions coming in from Mexico as well. Paxton Ruffin looks like one of them. Jorge Salmerón looks like another one. Both starters against Argentina on Wednesday. Here's Jaden Pass. And then Robert Turdine losing the ball. There should be a foul, and it should be a card as well. It's a tough infraction there. Here's Martinez Jr. A little bit of heat picking up between the two sides. Munoz who keeps it inbound. Dinjaji not able to keep it in possession, and the ball gets turned over to the Mexican side. The two substitutions. Looks like it's going to be a third one as well. So Martinez Jr. will come out. Also Felix Gomez. And the goal scorer, Lisandro Torres, the captain. Fernando Ruiz also a starter against Argentina on Wednesday. Clear foul there. Could have been a yellow as well. Referee decides to leave it the way it is. Long ball. Paxton Ruffin going for it. Ball gets cleared away by Paz. Approaching the 65th minute here for Lauderdale. Here's Paxton. Looked like a foul. Yeah, correct decision by the referee. A foul from behind against Aguilar. Well, since Lisandro Torres departed the match, now the set pieces are in charge of Eric Galindez, who puts his ball into the area. Ball cleared away by Paz once again, and now the chance for the U.S. This could be a good one. The captain, number 10, Robert Turdian against the keeper. Opens himself a little too much, but still alive. The chance for the U.S. against one, against two. Robert, and the ball gets clear right at the goal line. Incredible work by the Mexican back line. The game's still in favor of El Tri. 1-0. Here's Morales.
Number 10, Juan Martinez Jr.
I think Munoz. U.S. looking a little more alive now. Here's Anjak looking to get through, not able to.
Entering the match, number 9, Fernando Ruiz. Leading the match, number 7, Lisandro Torres.
Now the foul once again from Ruiz.
Number 5, Jorge Salmerón.
Long ball. Dinjaji looking to bring it down. It's a wonderful combination. Here's Dinjaji putting it in. The ricochet. And this property of Jesus Corona. Live from the Beyond Banker Field here in Fort Lauderdale. Still the U.S. down 1-0 against Mexico. Goal by Lisandro Torres on the 47th minute, right before halftime. Here's Ruiz. Paxton on the far right. Galindez sees Paxton, finds him. Paxton is offsides. Another substitution for the U.S. is going to be 14 replacing 13. So Alex Soria will replace Eddie Niles. Clear foul there against Albersberg. And then Fernando Ruiz, because of the repetition of fouls.
Substitution for the United States, ending the match, number 13, Eddie Niles. Entering the match, number 14, Alex Soria.
Looks like a little push there.
A yellow card has been issued to Mexico's number 9 in the 70th minute. And the fourth official has indicated that there will be a hydration break.
We're going to take a quick minute for the cooling break here. As we approach the final 20. The throw-in executed by Paz. The action continues with less than 20 minutes. Careful with his long ball. Paxton in control. Going against Paz. Paxton manages to get away. Cuts, looks for action, looks for space, and looks for an option. Here's Reyes. Paxton once again between the marking of two, almost forgets the ball here. And then Jaden Paz getting rid of the ball. Melendez was trying to get between the marking of two different players, but ran out of space. Here's Ikana. The through ball looking for Ruiz. And now Ruiz committing another foul. Has to be careful because he's already on a yellow, but he has a point because he was being grabbed right there. Look, he is being grabbed first as well. And now Denjaji. Denjaji! Just 100 meters, millimeters away from finding the back of the net. That's another clear chance for Jamil Denjaji. Goal kick for the Mexican side.
Coming, guys.
Chance, ball making his way into the area. There is a deflection first. Ball making his way inside of the area. For the U.S., ladies and gents, Landon Lucero on the near post, completely unmarked, all by himself. After a wonderful execution, number 24 finds the back of the net with a very, very well executed header. And now the U.S. with less than 15 to play finds the back of the net, finds the equalizer, and we're equal, 1-1.
United States goal! Scored by number 24, Landon Lucero, in the 75th minute.
The U.S. had a couple of approaches, and they play this one quick. Here's Robert. Good ball towards the middle. Clear infraction there. Paxton, who is looking to get away from that one. Corona in possession. The yellow card for Alex Soria, one of the substitutes in the second half. They play it short and quick. Here's Reyes looking to put that ball in the area. There's the goal scorer for the U.S. And now Ikenna looking for space. Tries to switch this one towards a run of Danjaji. He's not able to take it with him. Danjaji seems to be a bit tired. Might be one of the next substitutions for the U.S. Now the response from Mexico on the foot of Fernando Ruiz, who steps into the area. Trying to find Galindez, but not successful, even though the possession remains on the Mexican side. Paxton. A lot of room to work with. Chance to cross this one in. Mexico looking for the winner. Ball once again cleared away. Ruiz. It's Landon, Molvena, Robert Turdine also participating, getting a quick touch. Salmerón. A lot of room to work with here for Paxton. Gets rid of one. This cross. With very little danger there. Now the foul against Lucero. A player that came in very focused and determined to find the back of the net, and that's exactly what he did. He found it. Careful with the shot from long range. Easily captured by Nemo Jr. Pass. Ikenna. Looks like we're going to have two substitutions coming in for Mexico. Two more. And now Paxton going down.
Substitutions for Mexico, leaving the match number 6, Dylan Reyes, entering the match number 16, Arik Mata, leaving the match number 4, Dael Aguilar, entering the match number 13, Mauricio Aguilar.
So two substitutions for Mexico as Arik Mata and Mauricio Aguilar make their way into the match. For the U.S., looks like Devien Kimbrough will be making his way into the match as well. Fabian, who usually plays as a forward, will try to find the winner for the U.S. The header into the space. Paxton trying to keep it alive. Still Paxton. Galindez sticks over. Here's Galindez stepping into the area. Ball cleared away by the backside.
Entering the match, number 3, Shea Bucky-Hesse. Leaving the match, number 9, Jamil Donchachi. Entering the match, number 15, Davion Kimbrough.
So Donjaji replaced by Davion Kimbrough. As we were saying a couple of seconds ago, here's Ruiz. Wonderful cross from Ruiz. Captured by Nemo Jr., who has been very solid behind the 3 poles. Now the chance for Mexico to defend this one. No foul, says the ref. Here's Robert right at the edge of the area. Morales looking to shoot. Here's the man that found the equalizer. Here's Lucero, who tries to step in, but gets nothing out of this one. Robert down the middle. Salmerón clearing this one away. Recaptured by Molvera. Here's Alex Munoz. Alex Soria. Here's Pakiesi. It was one of the best performances against England on Wednesday. Careful with this one. It's a wonderful ball down the space. Not the best finish there from Davion Kimbrough. The U.S. already found something from a corner kick. Will they find something else? It's a good ball making its way in! And they have indeed found something off for the corner kick. That's 2 strikes. The U.S. turn this game around. For now, beat Mexico 2-1. Fans chanting USA, USA. And it's Landon Molvena, the center back, who was being grabbed, who was being fouled. And even though it was almost impossible for him to move, he still managed to get a wonderful header that Corona could do nothing about. And the U.S., with less than 3 minutes, takes the lead here for Lauderdale, and it's 2-1. Let's see how Mexico reacts with very little time to play.
United States, go! Scored by Ryan Walbeck in the 87th minute. A yellow card has reached USA's number 5 in the 87th minute.
88 minutes of game time, and now Mexico with a chance. As Jorge Salmerón tries to place his ball into the area, referee gets in the way of it. So both landings, first Lucero and then Molvena on the 75th and 86th minute respectively. The two goals that has the United States leading Mexico after a very rough first half from the U.S., managing to turn it around in the second with two goals from the same recipe. Paxton with the pressure. Fakiesi rejects. Here's Fernando Ruiz between two. Manages to lose possession here. Has to be careful because he's on a yellow. And yet commits another foul. Another long ball, this one cleared away by Gabriel Reyes. Final seconds of regular time here in Fort Lauderdale as the U.S. gets in front, 2-1. It's a wonderful chance. The ball gets cleared away. The referee says it's a goal kick. So 6 minutes of added time. U.S. looking to pressure Mexico here, not letting them out comfortably. Paxton wins the possession here. But the goal scorer, Molvena, gets the danger out momentarily. Reyes, not a good distribution. And now the U.S. with the chance. Here's Robert. The U.S. looking to close the deal. Ekena inside of the box. Gets taken down. The U.S. will try to make time pass. Wonderful back heel from Robert. It's a good cross that gets rejected on the near post. Robert once again bringing it down. Wonderful combination. The cross is blocked, but the U.S. still in possession, losing this one. The ball will be turned over to the Mexican side. Ruiz not able to control that ball. Slips under his foot as we enter the last 4 minutes of stoppage time here in Fort Lauderdale. Gabriel Reyes finding Corona with a header. Keeper who was left in charge of the captain's armband. Now this long ball towards Paxton, who commits the foul. Clearly grabs the jersey of Oluweze Fakiesi, number 3. Couple of boos there for the referee. Very upset coach there. Had a couple of word exchange with the referee. I believe he got sent off. Munoz getting in the way of that one. Ruiz looking to bring it down, not able to. And now the ball rejected. Mexico with only a couple of seconds left. Now another foul called in favor of the home side. Kiesi looking to reject this one out. And now Malvena. Less than 15 minutes, or 15 seconds, I should say, for Mexico to find the equalizer. Will there be enough time? Last ball, making his way in the box. Not able to reject it properly. Now, Akena gets rid of it, and ladies and gents, the final whistle by CJ Goodyear. And it's the U.S., the one who comes out with the victory, 2-1 after being down 1-0. The U.S. with 2 goals from the same recipe, from corner kicks. First, Landon Lucero, and afterwards, 11 minutes afterwards, Landon Malvena. The 2 Landons giving the U.S. the victory against Mexico, 2-1. Well, ladies and gents, let's take a quick look at the highlights, as Mexico was the one that took the upper hand in the first 45 minutes. Munoz saving this one right at the goal line as Corona answer here with a wonderful save to keep the Mexican goal at 0. Felix Gomez, who was going to have a long try from almost the middle of the pitch, and a wonderful reaction by Jason Nemo Jr. clearing this one away. A very hard save due to the fact that the keeper had to back up and stretch as much as possible. Dunjaji with the chance here as Dylan Reyes comes across and tackles that one. Now Mexico with the chance here by Eric Galindez, and again another wonderful reaction by the keeper. The captain Lisandro Torres with a personal run and the wonderful finish, giving Mexico the lead right before halftime, 1-0. Shaking away the marking of 3 different players. The U.S. is going to have this foul in their favor against Malvena. And Fernando Ruiz, who is going to commit a couple of different infractions that will later on lead to him getting a yellow card. And here's how the U.S. would find the equalizer in the matter of Landon Lucero in the 75th minute. Completely unmarked and open. Here's a replay how 24 gets away from his marker. Dylan Reyes doesn't follow. And 24 finds the back of the net. Same recipe from the corner kick. This time, Landon Malvena. Javier Reyes, who had him unlock, but even then, number 5 still managing to get a quick header right into the back of the net. We're going to quickly take a look at how the standings are. The U.S. leading with 5 points after the win. Today, even 2 points, and the win versus England due to penalty shootout. That's 2 with the equal of 5 points. 3 for Mexico with their victory against Argentina. Only 1 for England after losing in penalty shootout versus the United States. In 0 so far for Argentina, who's going to take the field in the next couple of minutes, versus the 3 Lions versus England. But so far, it's the U.S. leading the table with a win via penalty shootout in a win on a 90-minute regular time match. Ladies and gents, coming right up, Argentina in England. Of course, England with the chance of going to 4. Argentina with the chance of their first 3. If the match ends up in a draw after 90 minutes, both teams will head into the penalty shootout. And that would give us the winner for the afternoon. The atmosphere getting ready. Everything set. And only a couple of minutes separate us from England and Argentina. Ladies and gents, On behalf of our whole crew in production, Klaus German on the game commentary, it's been a pleasure. Stay tuned because coming right up, Argentina and England will face each other in this Vortex Cup 2026. It's been a pleasure. See you soon.